way. Imagine yourself riding an airplane at 30,000 feet above sea level, and suddenly you notice that the plane is about to crash. What will be the first thing you'll think about? Will it be your cars, your large house, your money, or your wife, your kids, or your family? The first thing that you'll think about during those situations is most probably the reason why you want to be alive and why you want to be successful. That is your compelling why. In Usana, we have various reasons why we're doing the business. Let me share mine. I was born in a poor family in the Philippines. My father is a carpenter and my mother stays at home. Having 8 siblings, life was really tough and money was always a problem. There were many times when we had to eat rice together with junk foods just to fill in my stomach because that's what's available. When I was in high school, we were forced to leave our house back then, and we cannot afford to rent even a small room. Fortunately, we were allowed to stay in that abandoned property, which was owned by a family friend. But imagine, living in this dilapidated house, made of worn-out materials, old wooden scraps, and rusty, leaky roof, which made it almost uninhabitable. When it rains outside, it also rains inside. And we get flooded almost all the time. And we also had no electricity for about 6 months. And in order for me to study and do my homework, I had to go out to the street and study under the street lights. In college, I worked as a janitor in a local hospital to clean toilets and hallways during summer breaks. I did this because I wanted to finish my studies and alleviate my family from poverty. With this reason, I graduated top of my class. No matter what the situation was or how bad the circumstances were, I endured it all because I have a compelling why, and that is my family. So when I graduated as cum laude in college, I had high hopes that finally I'll be able to give the life I was dreaming of for my family. I kept on looking for the perfect opportunity to do that, and God gave me Usana! Next, to be heroes, we need to exude confidence. As Usana distributors, we have a lot to be confident about. We are in the best company, yes? Yes! We are led by real heroes who continuously make a difference here on earth. With their leadership, we are in good hands. And then, we have our products. Isn't it the best in the world? Yes! Because of these products, people have the chance to live a life that is free from pain, suffering, and disease. And if we are just confident enough to share these products to a lot of people, we will be making a difference in the lives of others, and that makes us real heroes. And ultimately, believe in yourself. You may have flaws or imperfections, but that must not stop you from releasing the hero within. If you can notice, I have a birthmark on my face. And it became an object of ridicule when I was growing up. But I didn't see it as a weakness, but rather I saw it as a uniqueness. We are all unique. All we have to do is conquer and overcome those adversities and release the hero within us. When I was starting out in Usana, people didn't believe in me. I had to suffer 4 to 6 rejections from people closest to me before I got my first sign up. But this is what I realized. There will be haters. There will be doubters. There will be non-believers. And then there will be you proving them wrong. Just remember, all the sacrifices, the pains, the rejections, the sufferings, the sleepless nights, the hunger, the exhaustion, the lack of result, they are all but temporary. Tell somebody beside you, they are temporary. Yes. Believe in yourself and be confident of what you can become. And everything else will follow. Remember, before you can become a hero to others, be your own hero first. Yes. And of course, as heroes, we need to rise above the ordinary. dreams for my family. A friend of mine once once asked me, Jerome, you were like the top student in our class, but why did you do network marketing? That's not normal. Well, I told him, that's the point. I don't want to be normal. I want to be abnormal. And when I say abnormal, it means above normal. Abnormal income, abnormal lifestyle, abnormal time freedom, and extraordinary bank accounts. That's what I want. And then this friend of mine replied, Jerome, you're crazy. And then I told him, I remember what Steve Jobs said. People who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who actually do. I really want to succeed in Usana, to give my family an extraordinary life. And to do that, I need an extraordinary team who refuses to be ordinary. But I was guided by my mentors, who are my personal heroes. They showed me how to live life to the fullest and guided my wife and me, not just in business, but in life. Thank you, my mentors. And lastly, to release the hero within, you have to overcome challenges and never give up. I kept on reading these words from a lot of people, never give up. But the one person who showed me this and made me realize this was a person who was with me for only 10 minutes. Her name was Gabriel. This will be the first time I'll be sharing this, her story. Nell and I got married October last year, and we were blessed with a honeymoon baby. That pregnancy was the happiest thing that ever happened in our relationship. It gave me another reason to succeed in the business and to prepare for the future. But something unexpected happened. On her 20th week of pregnancy, my wife's bag of water broke too early. And we didn't know the exact cause. The doctor found out that her case progressed to an absence of amniotic fluid. So I just can't imagine how much my baby has suffered during those tough times, having no water inside. Cases like this have 1% chance of survival. But you know what? We held on to that 1%. Because our baby was not giving up on us. Despite the stress and the struggle having no water inside, she always had normal heartbeat. She was fighting, she's hanging in there. But after a month of taking care of the case in the hospital, there was nothing we could do because my wife's case progressed to natural labor and our baby came out. I still can remember the moment when I was saying goodbye to my baby because I know she will not make it due to her preterm age of 5 months. There was a moment when I was signing her birth certificate, and 10 minutes later, I was signing her death certificate. That was the most painful experience of my life. We grieved so much about the loss of our baby. There were times when we lost hope and we just wanted to stop. But I knew my baby would want us to fight and keep going. We know that Gabriel would want us to overcome the grief, to get back on track and to get back on business. So that's why after 2 weeks of grieving, we decided to gather the strength to get back on track and do our business. Gabriel may have lived very short, but she made the biggest impact in my life. So let's become the hero that this world needs. And this will be my final message to all of you. This is what Gabriel taught us, and I want you all to remember. If you're still breathing and your heart is still beating, never give up. Thank you very
much. Please welcome to the stage, Usana.